Alright folks, it's Mitchell here again. I'm going to do a video today on avocados and how to grow them. I've had a few people ask me. So it's a pretty basic procedure and I'm just going to take you through it and we'll go right at her. So I'm just going to move the camera here so that everybody can see what's going on. Alright. Okay, so basically with an avocado, all you really need is just take the avocado and you're just going to cut it right down the middle. And there's a great big seed inside. Nothing special. Pop her in half. Now I find that the older the avocado you get, I don't know if this is right or not, this is just my experience, but I find the seeds are sometimes bigger in the more ripe avocados. So I mean that could just be me, or you know, I could be making things up, I don't know. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to wash the seed off. This way here, any extra particles of the fruit that's on it, we can get it off there so we don't have mold and such like that. And then from there, it's pretty simple stuff. I'm just going to take the seed, you can see it right there. I'm going to take 3 toothpicks. Now when you insert the toothpicks, you don't want to have it so that they're just straight. You want to have it on an angle, so it's actually going to dip and sit down in your cup. So I just take it, little poke. You want to do 3 of them, 1 on each side, or 1 in each corner, whatever you want to say. We put her in just like this, and that's exactly how simple it is. I'm just going to put this in a cup. Now here's the thing, I'm going to put water in this. Now when you do this here, you don't want to have too much water. I want to take it to a point where I've got it up on the seed, so I'm keeping moisture in the seed, but I'm not drowning the seed or soaking it. I'm giving it an opportunity to go somewhere else. So once you get to this point here, I find it's very important to put it on a heat pad. I tried doing these a whole bunch of times. Again, we're in Eastern Canada here too, so it's not super warm out, but I tried it a bunch of times and it didn't work out. I think your best route is to put it on a heat pad. You can buy them at all the plant stores. And once I started putting it on the heat pads, I had major success. So the first thing that's going to happen is your seed's going to crack in half. Okay, once you can see the seed cracks, just like so there in the middle, it'll crack, it'll crack, and then it's going to start to grow at the top. So this one here, I don't know why, I'm going to fix this camera a little bit, it seems a little too low. It's got 2 shoots on it. That's not the only one I've had do that. Also, I find that the water is going to go a little bit green. I mean, it's sitting there in the light. Algae forms in light and water, so there's not much you can do there. But so I've got this. I don't know. I got to adjust the camera just a little bit here, folks. Sorry about that. I got this one here, first stage in water. This one here, it's cracked and it started to grow, and then it's just going to keep going. I've got this one here. It's majorly cracked. You can see that there's a huge gap between the 2 of those, right? Majorly growing, and then eventually she's going to go to this stage here. Well, I'll put it over here. Can you see that? And then she'll go to this stage here where she just gets big and beautiful. I mean, that's pretty nice right there. They're beautiful plants. The leaves are nice and smooth. They've got kind of like a latexy type of texture to them. Nice and soft looking. And then again, we're going to keep going. She's going to grow some nice big leaves. This one's not the prettiest one I've got, but I've got it in soil. And then we'll go to the cream of the crop. This here is the champion of avocado plants here at this house. I mean, look at that guy. I've had him in the sun for... This one here must be probably 2 months old. 2.5 months old. But look at the big beautiful leaves on that. She's growing just great. So I mean, that's basically the gist of it. You want to make sure, again, use the heat pad. If you don't use the heat pad, you're going to battle with it. But also I want to show you real quick before this is over, because this is something else I screwed up. When it comes time to transplant these into soil, number 1, they ask a big question, when should I put it in soil? Well, that's a good one. This one here, the little 2 thing, just because you got a sprout on it, that's not ready to go. The only time and same with this one, it's got a big tall shoot, that's not ready to go either. And even look at the root compound in this. This thing has major roots on it. This one here might be an exception to the case, because of the roots on the bottom, but I find that unless it's got leaves on the top, like this one does, it's not going to work out. I planted a couple before. They had beautiful roots to them, but once I put it in the soil, it just didn't go anywhere. The tops sort of seemed to die, and just now, probably 3 months later, I've actually got it starting to grow something again. So anyway, wait till you've got some leaves on it that can soak up the sun and keep it going. And then as far as planting, you want to be so delicate. I mean, these roots, see this one here has less roots than the other one I just showed you, if you can see that right there. These roots are very, very, very delicate. They're not soft like a normal plant, you know, where you can just squish it down. You don't want to have any part of that. So what I usually do, I'll take it, and all I'm going to do is just gently set it down into the hole. I'll put that down where you can see it. And now I'm going to take my soil, and I just fill it in around the sides. I want to try to build some support so that the roots underneath, they've got something to sit on and hold them up. Otherwise, I'm going to snap it in half. I'll snap the roots, and once I do that, the plant's going to be shocked, and it's going to take a long time, a couple months or something, for the plant to kind of go back into this nice, beautiful growing stage. And as you can see, once it gets to a certain point, I'll just dump the rest of the soil on that. Again, I don't want to pat it down too hard. I'm just trying to reinforce it. And once I water this, well, here, we'll use what's left of that. Once I water that, it's going to compact the soil and it'll settle on its own. So don't push down on it, or you could possibly break the roots. But you know, basically, that's it right there. That's how to grow them from start to finish. Remember the heat pads. Also, you want to change the water frequently. I do find that the water gets low a lot. You know, so constantly top it up, keep it on the heat pad, give it lots of light, and you get nice, beautiful plants like that. And I guess that's it right there. So thanks for watching.